What's going on, YouTube? It's Hot Wheels. So, I've been thinking about what I wanted my next video to be about. And I've decided that today I wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of people feel, but it's hard for them to talk about. And that is the idea and the question, what am I here for? I'm sure we all ask ourselves this from one time to another. And this is a question that I ask myself all the time. And I think the reason I made this YouTube video was to help address that. This whole channel is to kind of help people along and not answer the question, but make it a little easier. So, I think one of the big problems of today's generation is that we don't follow our dreams. We just usually go by what society tells us is acceptable, and we just settle for just okay. Take me for instance. I'm 27 years old. I go to technical school and I hope to graduate in December. Now, like everybody else, I graduated at 18. And I had these lofty ideas about what I was going to do and who I was going to be and the people I was going to meet. But somewhere along the line, I like to say that reality kicked me in the face. And doubt started to creep in. I'm disabled. I can't get a 9-to-5 job, as it were. I couldn't get an athletic scholarship. I couldn't join the military. What was I going to do? Well, that's a question I had for a long time. And life just kept getting in the way. I had health problems. I moved to Georgia at 20 years old. I didn't have any friends and family living up here. So I was alone with my thoughts for a long time. And it was shortly after that I was diagnosed with depression, and that's when I started to open up. My life was tumultuous from the beginning. I was born 1 pound 7 ounces. I was in an incubator for 6 months. When I was growing up, there was a member of my family that I lived with that didn't treat me very well. And that person was emotionally and verbally abusive. And there was even some physical stuff, too. Shoves and all this stuff. Nothing sexual, thank goodness. But anyway, as I got older, I suppressed those feelings. and my depression got worse after I graduated. So I went off to school at 23, and it was really a rough time, guys. I almost took my life. My depression had gotten so bad, and I tried to play good soldier for so long that I couldn't handle it. And at the time, I wasn't very religious. So, I wanted to believe God existed, but I wasn't sure at the time. And, guys, as sure as I'm sitting here, I heard God's voice. And He said that your life isn't yours to take. It's my life. And I have plans for you. So with that said, I was so moved by this, I decided to get help. And I started seeing a therapist. And I got some much needed help. And he helped me realize that I had a destiny. And that God loved me. And that I was worth everything that anyone had ever told me I was. And even more. So I started to help out with a local chapel on the campus. And I started to help my peers. A lot of them were at risk, you would say. A lot of them came from broken homes and tough financial situations. There were a few of my friends that were in gangs. And I just made it a point every week to speak with them and to try to encourage them. Well, it was during that time that I realized God did have a plan, and that plan was to go to seminary school. Now, I had only had a few members on both sides of my family go to college, and I wasn't made of money. But I started over. I started to go to school in Athens at a local college, and I'm on pace to graduate. Sorry about the shaking. I had to switch hands. I'm on pace to graduate here in December. And all the while I've tried to be as positive as I could for those around me. Because if God could get me through depression, thoughts of suicide, abuse, a biological father who didn't care about me at all, then He could help anyone that I've ever seen. So I mentioned that I'm going to graduate in December, and my plan is to go to UGA and get my undergraduate degree in history, where then I plan on going to seminary school. I'd love to go to Notre Dame, but I would really go anywhere where I can help people. Now, I might have mentioned this in my Memorial Day video, but I've had family serve in the military since the Revolutionary War. And that's kind of the path I want to go, is I want to help the vets. especially those that have struggled with PTSD and depression, because I have first-hand experience. You know, not in combat, but some of the experiences and some of the feelings are the same. So, anyway, the point is I am sick and tired of hearing people say, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. My family's never been to college. You know, I'm not smart enough. I'm tired of that. And you know what else I'm tired of? I'm tired of this generation and this sense of entitlement. If you want something, you have to fight for it, tooth and nail. Nobody ever gave me anything. Okay, and I'm not saying that, you know, that I'm more special than any one person. I'm just saying that is what has kept me going is my will, my sheer will. And guys, as I sit here, I'm going to tell you that your biggest advocate is going to be you. Now, there will be people that will want to help you along the way, but you have to be your biggest advocate. So if someone tells you that you can't do this don't listen to them, because they don't know the depths of you, and they don't know how badly you want your dreams. Never let someone tell you that you can't achieve your dreams, because I believe that the strongest power in this world, besides God's love, is the human will. And this is the truth, guys. If I would have folded the tent, then all that negativity would have won. So what? My life hasn't turned out the way I expected it to at this point. But it has only made me stronger. Pressure makes diamonds. And that is a true statement. So for anyone that watches this, for anyone that has a doubt, put it away. Because you're a beast. And you're a juggernaut. And you might not know it yet, but you would be surprised at what you can achieve if you're willing to fight. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Never give up. If they take your legs, use your arms and crawl. If they take your arms and legs, then you use your frickin' teeth and you inch your way. One moment, one day, one step at a time. Never quit. Ever quit. And you want to know what? For all those people that may have doubted you in the past, the best form of protest, the best middle finger you could give them is to succeed. Because if you do that, then that's all the proof that you can show that you made it. That every attempt that they tried to give to make sure you didn't succeed failed. Because you made it. So, I know this video is a little longer, but guys, I needed to make this video because I need you to understand that you have the power. You, right here, right here. You have the power to do whatever you put your mind to. And don't ever quit. Because no,